All right, in this video, we're going to go over what you do after you download our files. So you've purchased one of our door products and now you've downloaded it, and now what do you do? So ideally, you've downloaded it probably either to your downloads folder or onto your desktop. Mine's just sitting here on the desktop and it's a zip folder. So hopefully you've encountered this before. If you haven't, you can just right click and you're just going to extract all. And you can tell it where you want to save this whole file. If you have a place where you keep all your Revit families, you can extract it there. You can extract it to your desktop and copy it there later. Wherever you want to put it, just go ahead and extract to there. I'm just going to do it on my desktop. So it's going to take just a minute to extract that. And then once that extracts, I will open it up and show you, just give you a quick tour of what comes in your download so that you know what's what and it's not confusing, because I do include quite a few things that maybe are not self-explanatory. All right, so now it's extracted here onto my desktop and I've opened it up. And this is the same for no matter what product you bought from us. I'm using the Craftsman style as an example, but any style will look the same. What you'll have is, right here. What you'll see is a folder that says full doors, a folder called light doors, and then a folder called nested parts. We'll get into those in just a second. Something you should definitely look at is the README file. It's a PDF, and if you open it, it's going to be helpful to you. There's a link to our website if you need to log back into your account or purchase other families. It goes over briefly what our terms of use policy is that you agreed to by purchasing and downloading our families. So it'll kind of give you what you're allowed to do and what you aren't allowed to do. And then under that is a whole section on using our families. So if you're at this video, you may have already found this section already, but this is our YouTube channel, and there are tutorials for all of our products, including the doors. So if you're having difficulties with something, or if you'd like to learn how something else works, you can come here and watch our video tutorials. There's even a big button here. By clicking that, it will take you to our YouTube channel, specifically showing you the door tutorials on how to use these exact families. And then underneath that is all of the updates that we've made. So if you've bought these doors for the first time, you probably don't care about this section because this is the first time you're using our doors. If you've been a previous client of ours and you previously bought the doors and you're just getting this upgrade, this lists everything we've changed, mostly everything we've changed in this newest update. So you'll be able to see what features we added in this update. Okay, so that's the README file. Underneath that is the door tag. You can load that into your projects to tag your doors. If you don't have a tag already you like, you can use ours. There's also an example project. So if you open this up, it's a Revit project file, and in that is all of the doors that you bought, so that you can see everything laid out in front of you, and it's a lot easier to see what doors there are than maybe having to try to look through all of these folders. So if you'd like to open up the example project, it's right there. And the last thing is a threshold. So this is that little transition piece from the interior to the exterior of a house. That's just a separate family. It's not built into our doors because we didn't think that would be the wisest decision. So if you do need a threshold, it's here. You can put it on any door that you want inside of a project. Okay, with that said, let's look at the actual file structure. Folders 1 and 2, both of those folders have the exact same thing in them. Full doors has all of the doors that you bought are in this first folder, and a copy of all of those doors are in the second folder. The only difference is the full doors have all of the different style options. So if you put a full door, the doors from the full doors folder, if you put that into a project, you can pick between like 10 different kinds of hardware, 6 different kinds of trim, 20 different styles of door panels, right? So you have more options with the full doors. The light doors, you don't have the options. You have all the doors that you want, but you can't switch out the trim and the door panel and all that. And the reason I've done that is for people who don't care about all that stuff, they can use the light doors, and the file sizes for these families are much smaller than the full doors. The full doors are probably 7 to 10 times the size of the light doors. So if you care more about file size, I would use the light doors. If you care more about options, I would use the full doors. And I'm just talking visual options, like how the door looks, how the trim looks, how the hardware looks. All of the doors have all of the parameters and settings the same. It's just the extra styles that are loaded into the full doors. Okay, hopefully that's not too confusing. If it is confusing, it's okay. There's a whole nother video devoted to that one topic later on this playlist. So if you want to know more about that and creating a light version of doors, but for your company that has the specific door panels you want, go to that video and that will teach you how to do all of that. But for now, just know that both of these folders are the same. Just one has more options and the other focuses more on smaller file size. And then 3 are nested parts. If you're not familiar with making families, you can just completely ignore this folder. I've given you all of so inside of each of these doors, there are nested families. So for instance, let me just show you, like hardware. So let me show you that. See all of these hardware? These are all pieces of the door that have been loaded into the doors already. So I'm giving you all of the nested parts so that if you want to make your own doors or make your own combinations, or if you just want to use one of the parts, you have those available to you. But if you don't make families and you don't want to make families and you don't want to edit families, you can completely ignore the nested parts. Okay, so that's the main directory. If we go into one of your two folders here, again, they're the same. So I'm just going to click the full doors. You'll see 4 categories when you go in there. So there's curtain wall doors, exterior doors, doors with lights and transoms, and then just your standard set of doors. If you don't like how I've organized these, you can cut all of these out and paste them to where you want them to be. But after that, it's self-explanatory. You can just go look. You'll see everything you need. So these are all the standard doors. And if you want to change the view to large icons, you can see what the doors look like. And that's it. These are all of the doors. So those are the standard doors. There's the doors that have lights and transoms. And you'll notice there's a TXT file. So for every door, except for the curtain wall doors, for every door, there's a .rfa file, which is the family file that you load into a project. And there's a TXT file, which is a type catalog. There's a whole video devoted to type catalogs later. You don't really need to know about it now. Just know that they exist and that the TXT files should always stay with the RFA file in the same folder. Okay, so that's how each one of those subfolders looks. You'll also notice in the subfolder, there's a metric folder. If you don't use the metric system, you can delete this folder. This is for people who want to convert these imperial families into metric families. If that is you, then skip to the video later in this playlist that teaches you how to turn the doors into a metric family. All right, that's it. That's your download. Good luck. Thanks for your business and happy designing.